What's up, Alphas? Long time no talk. It's been quite a while. Apologize for my absence on YouTube and just basically on social media in general. I think a lot of us have been trying to figure out what our next move is with COVID-19 and all of our jobs and our business ventures, etc. So I've been trying to figure that out on my own as well. And I think, as some of you can see, I stumbled a little bit into some love. Super unexpected. Very grateful. Um, and this is honestly, I could say, one of the first loves that I've had that have really not just, um, what am I trying to say? I could say that this is one of my first loves that I feel has really helped me grow as a person, not just in love, but in my character development. And I thought that was really interesting. And honestly, before I actually went official with this guy, this young guy, I had a lot of back and forth on whether or not I was ready for love, or if I was ready for anything, any kind of next step in any kind of new space in general with everything that's been going on. And I feel like a lot of us have been feeling like that too, and it's just not being talked about. So that's kind of what I wanted to talk about today, is love, ready or not. So let's get into it. I met this guy in the summer. I want to say June, early June. We had been talking maybe like the last month of May, early June, whatever. But point is June, that's like the timeline. We actually celebrated our 2 month, month anniversary or whatever of being official boyfriend and girlfriend. So yay, that's what those super cute pumpkin pictures were about yesterday. It was great. And I should totally vlog that next time. But anyway, yeah, so it's been about 4 months of dating, 2 years of actually being steady, boyfriend and girlfriend. And I just kind of wanted to talk about my journey and see if anybody else can relate. And if you can, I hope this talk helps bring some kind of clarity to help you make a decision or to at least do some self searching, because I know I did a lot in the 2 months that we were dating before, officially saying yes to being his girlfriend. So, yeah, let's get into it. I have always been raised, and I feel like maybe a lot of you guys can understand if you have really young parents. A lot of us were raised to, do better, not just relationship wise, but mainly financial wise, especially if you have parents who have like come from poverty or very, very low working class, the working poor, so to speak, then everything's been like go, 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 education, get a good job, da da da, the basic plan we all hear. And essentially, to this has been like the magic one liner in our, at least in my home, has been be with somebody who brings something to the table. And I guess with all of that information of concerning school and financial situations and money, I guess I equated the two to be equal, to be that the person you're with, at least the right person, the best person, would be somebody who brings more than what you have to the table. So that's kind of always been like a thing in the back of my mind, thinking about everything I have on my own. I encourage that to be your focus too. Think about everything that you have and that you've obtained on your own, not your parents' money, not money that you inherited or got as a gift, none of that. Because as great as those things are, really think about your value. What is it that you do? What is it that you're great at? What is it that you've accomplished? That could be college, that could be a certificate, that could be overcoming adversity at a really young age, foster care, the system. It could be anything, but think about everything that makes you you. It makes you triumphantly you, I guess is the best way to say it. So I thought about mine, and I thought, I'm college educated. That's always been a really big, profound piece of my identity, and really just such the marker in my family home, that is still such a big thing to me, and that I'm very proud of and happy about. So I was thinking, I'm college educated. I have X amount that, financially, I have this type of job, da da da, basically listing all the accolades that I have on a piece of paper. And I was definitely not looking to meet anybody, definitely not looking to date. But once I did meet this guy, he was sweet. He was super, I think, super cute, tall, amazingly gentleman, like a gentleman, just opens my doors, um, is very considerate of my feelings, actually talks with me and has a conversation. I can honestly say like I never feel like I'm talking by myself or talking at the air, you know? I feel like I'm getting some kind of reciprocation, which I love. But despite all of those things, and this is just me being really, really honest, despite all of those great attributes that I was seeing and, hearing about his goals and, his upbringing, all of those great things that make him him and that are amazing, I couldn't help but still feel like, but maybe I'm not ready, you know? And, and maybe it's not going to work out because we don't match up on paper. And that's one. Like, well, this person doesn't have a degree like me. This person doesn't da da da. So what are they? So that's not really adding to my life. My family always said to get somebody who adds to your life. And mind you, in my head that meant some kind of monetary or value or title. Some kind of accolade. So that's what I was really battling internally. And it's not like I tossed and turned every night, but it was something consistently in the back of my mind. And I really was trying to convince myself, no, that's not as important as all these other things that he's bringing to me and making me feel. So that was one. Maybe we didn't match up on paper right. Two was, and this was honestly the main one, is I feel like in my life I'm not ready for a serious relationship. And it wasn't like I haven't had serious relationships before. I've had amazing relationships. Thank God. I haven't had any real horrible boyfriends or, I think as women we've gone through some crazy things and, instances, and we're not going to get into that. But in terms of the people I've dated, they have been amazing. And if you were my ex, you know that we have good relationships for the most part. But when it was good, it was good. So I was just wondering, why is it that I'm worrying about it and just feel like I want to push him away? Like, I'm not ready. And really, if I'm being honest, it's because I felt insecure in myself. I felt because I have not went to grad school, something that I always planned since maybe like middle school. That was always the plan. And I have a hard time of letting go when I don't accomplish the goals exactly the way I want. And honestly, it's not even something I really wanted at that time when I was thinking about it. It was just something I hadn't accomplished, and it was really damaging to my self-esteem and my identity. So, I was like, you know what, maybe I'm just not ready. I don't have this by the time I'm 24. I'm now 25. I don't have it the way I wanted to have it. Not that I really want it anymore, but I just don't have it, and maybe that says something about me. So I was very rigid in that, and come to find out, this guy was bringing me flowers to my door, gifts, roses, dinner dates that were planned by him, etc. Amazing, and I was having a super good time, fuzzy feelings, great. My parents were even like, wow, he's, a dime a dozen, not a dime a dozen, sorry, a diamond in the rough. And then I remember, I think I just felt like such a wall, such a coldness inside that was just like, no, like, these are all these great things. I could see all these things that I've always wanted happening to me, and I just could not allow myself to fully connect in the experience. I could do it in the moment, but then later when I would come home, it would just be like, I would think of every reason under the sun just to not enter this kind of situation, which was already happening, but I was thinking of every reason, essentially self-sabotaging. And it wasn't until I had a conversation with someone I really love, a family member, that told me that I am emotionally ready, but me feeling like I'm not financially ready, not financially ready, that's not the best word, but me feeling like I haven't accomplished all my goals to be perfect, that's what was preventing me. Because I was not feeling like I had achieved all my goals at the right time, essentially being perfect in my own eyes, I felt like I was not deserving of this person's love, of this person and me having possibly a future. And it was funny because I didn't even seek this counsel. My beloved family member took me aside and actually told me, because I feel like she could see what was going on. And when I tell you, after that conversation and that realization of me just putting that on myself to be perfect and essentially self-sabotaging something so amazing for me, it really freed me and released me to think, wow, no, like, I'm doing this to myself. It's not anything that's wrong with him. It's me. It's the way I'm thinking about it. It's the way I was conditioned, and internalized it. I internalized it either wrong, or I internalized it just to the T too much. And after that conversation and that realization, you know, I started letting myself just enjoy the process, see how it plays out, and lo and behold, this amazing guy is still here. We're still dating, in love, and it's such a new chapter in my life that I feel secure in myself. And that's the timing thing, is that I really was convincing myself it was the wrong time, but really I was just in the wrong mindset. The timing was fine. The timing honestly couldn't have been more perfect, compared to my other relationships when I was in school, when I was grinding to get that degree, or before when I didn't have it, you know? And it's just been working out so great. But I really wanted to, address the situation. A lot of times, and I want to pose this question when it comes to love, if you're in that similar situation, maybe if you're in the beginning stages of dating, or even now, or maybe, that guy or that girl's trying to make it official and you're like, it's not the right time. I just want to pose this question. Is it not the right time circumstantially, or are you self-sabotaging? Really think about it. I know I had to, and I know a loved family member had to point that out to me. So think about it. Let me know. Best wishes. Bye, Alphas.